Welcome everybody to your Mentor Monday. Thank you, Jane and Jesse, that are already with me, and those that start coming in into the live stream for Facebook or later on into the YouTube. Thank you so much for taking the time to be with us in this Mentor Monday and for giving yourself that 1 hour of empowerment and motivation. And I have a great training for you today, because this is from the teachings of my great mentor, Dave Daughtry. This is Ambassadors in Motion, the Zoom Mentor Monday that we do every single Monday internationally for everybody from, I'm in Canada, so from Canada to Australia. I have my leader coming in. So I'm going to start sharing my screen and right away, so we can start. Okay. Did I go live? Yeah, okay. All right. Jesse, are you seeing my screen? Gabby or Jane, do you see my screen?
Yes.
Good. Okay. Jane, give me a second. Okay, very good. And our teams are starting to come in. So what I'll do, Jane, is also ask you to co-host in case you see somebody coming in, because they're starting to come in now. And you can help me as well as Jesse to co-host this meeting. Yeah, there's Charles from Ghana. Very good. So the reason I wanted to do this, mentorship today is because my great mentor, which is many of our great mentor, and in this team, Dave Daughtry, has, I will show you where I got it from. And then I just took the best parts and I made it, and I made it myself, mine. I made it for what it works for me. And so this is what I invite you to do. When you're inviting somebody into something as beautiful as for life, it has to be about you. It has to be about what you love, because you want to attract people. So Jessie, who's here, she has Jane, and I'm sure that Jane, when she saw that Jessie was happy and excited and living a healthy life and just, so empowered by empowering other women, I'm sure that Jane said, I want to be part of that. I don't want to be left out of that bus. And so that's what happens. You have to be empowered about what you love about for life. However, like our leader says, there's peoples of many colors. There's people that are green and blue and yellow. And so you want to make sure that you also have a little bit of everything for everybody in the presentations that you're giving. Dave always says you have to carry enough bullets so that you, when you have to shoot, you have enough knowledge. So we've been doing those trainings in the past few months on, making the list of the 10 things that you love so that you're always ready. So these, I'll tell you after where I got them from, but let's start. Oh, 1 second. There we go. Let's jump in this side. Oops. So the first reason, or the first slide that I chose, was to tell you a little bit about my life. Why I love for life is because it creates a great balance for me. I am a mom, I am a wife, I am a daughter, but I don't like being in an office. I don't like being in a 9-to-5 strict job. I've had those. I've also had my own business, and my own business means I need to open, I need to close at a certain time. I need to make sure that, everybody's getting paid. I need to, buy the inventory. I didn't want that for my life. So I designed my own life, and I said, what do I want to do? I want to make sure that I live life differently, that I'm able to show others that they could do it too. And I had to get out of my comfort zone. I had a really nice job for about 14 years, a little bit more than 14 years as a district sales manager. And it was a great job, but it also was a job. And what happens in a job is that you have a boss and you have to do the numbers for that boss. And so I was happy for many, many years, but then not so much. And that's when For Life came into my life. So with the job, I had a higher income, and I had also certainly, let's call it a career, but I didn't have the safety. They could let me go anytime. They could, decide what they wanted to do with me, if they wanted to allow me to go on vacation a certain week of the year or not. Like, they have the power. They also had the power of my pay or my check. They're the ones that decide how much money I can make, a lot or a little. If I want to make more, I need to work bonuses. And so there was no balance. And also during those years, I dedicated a lot of time to my job. And so I did not have enough time for my marriage. And I really destroyed what happened in my marriage and in my family time. I did not have enough vacation to see my family. My hobby was always to talk to people and train to people. So that one was okay. Service to others, personal growth, spiritual growth, and health. My health was terrible. I had a lot of stress. I didn't really eat well. I exercised a lot, so I kept in shape, but my health was terrible. So my circle was not in balance. With For Life, I find that I have the balance that I need. So not only that, telling you a little bit more about what I found in For Life was that I could learn while I earned. So the first thing that my leader, Dave, said is, you don't have to go to university. You don't have to learn a lot. You have to take action. You let us teach you, and you start doing what we tell you to do, and you start earning right away. The next day, you're going to earn money with this business. Now, the other thing is that I could do this from home. And what was happening in my life, that's why I put that slide, was that I had a great job and I also had a career, but I wanted to leave that job. And I found that because I was always working and training women, I found that there was a lot of discrimination against women. I am an immigrant in my country, so there was a lot of discrimination. And there's not a lot in Canada. I mean, we're a very beautiful country, but there's still discrimination, And the other thing was that I found that with For Life, it didn't matter how old you were. You could be very young and do it. You can even do it even if you're not 18, because you can work with a parent's ID and still do the career. It doesn't matter what religion you are. I have people in my team that are Sikh. You've met Kawinder, she's from India. I've had a leader that is Muslim. I've had leaders that have no religion, and it doesn't matter. There's no discrimination. Also, education. I found that with For Life, it didn't matter even if you didn't know how to read, or sometimes you don't know how to use the computer. It doesn't matter. There's a beautiful customer service. All you need to do is know how to dial a phone. Now, obviously, if you have a computer and you're a little bit knowledgeable and trainable, there's a lot more opportunities. But then I also found that it was a great project for women. It doesn't mean that it's not a great project for men, but over 70% of the people in network marketing are women. So I found that a lot of the women wanted to stay home, wanted to see their children grow, and also that their income was low, even if they had a job outside. So they were making an income to pay daycare, or they were making an income that was only part-time because they needed to take the kids early and late. At that time, I didn't even have a child. So I decided I wanted to quit my business. I wanted to quit my job and start my own business. I said, I want to do For Life. I want to be able to create teams. And at that time, when I started doing that, I actually left an abusive relationship. And that's why I put that slide there. I don't want to focus on that. It's just that for me, it was a very empowering thing that I knew that I had something to fall on. It didn't matter, because a lot of the women that do not leave abusive relationships, they don't do it because they don't have any money. And so one of the reasons I started doing it is because I said, I know I can help a lot of women that feel like I felt, that maybe if they left their partner and that is not good to them, they cannot do anything because they have been diminished and they have been set up for failure. And so it doesn't mean, and that's why I don't want to just focus on the gender abuse, but also sometimes it happens at a job. Like you may have a boss that is not good to you. You may have a co-worker that is not good to you, but then you feel trapped in that job where you're not making the money that you want. You're not being treated the way that you feel that you deserve, but you still have to get stuck in that job. So with For Life, there's actually low cost to start a business or no cost, depending on the country that you are. And you can be part of something. A lot of people, sometimes it's not even about how much money they can make. Most of us want to make money, but a lot of people, they just want to be part of something, be part of something bigger. And so when you're in For Life, that's the feeling that you have. You are in a family. Jessie just came back with her team from a team building retreat. And she said there was really nothing else but team building. It was about, we are family. The personal development, and Dave always taught me this, it's the best part. You learn from the top leaders for free. So you have your leaders like Dave and Kevin Moore, and these men have been trained for over 20 or 30 years to the level of very high motivational speakers. And we get all this training for free. Now, for those of us that started it as a business and that said, I want to create that income and that balance, like that lady in the middle, where I want to be at home helping my kid. And, I'm now newly married to a wonderful husband. So I want to have everything. I want to have a great life, but I also want to have money. So how do I balance that? Well, with under $200 for a worldwide business, there was no better opportunity for me. I said, I don't think there's anything out there, because I can either go into a job and make a lot of money as a manager, which is what I had, and then I won't have time for my family. So For Life was a great balance between home and work. And I chose the best company. I said, okay, if I'm going to do a network marketing company, I'm going to choose right. And that was 8 years ago when I started. But I knew then what I can prove now, that we were right, that the immune system company was going to be in everybody's mouth. Because one thing that leads For Life out of all the network marketing companies is the science, that we have our own science department, that we have our own scientists testing the products. We don't just launch a product like a kitchen product and then try and sell it like many of the other MLM companies. Hey, and it works. Sometimes you can make a business out of selling pencils, right? But with us, there is patents. Our products are in the PDR, which is the doctor's books. Our products have clinical studies, university studies. So our products cannot be duplicated, cannot be copied. Everything that For Life has, not everything, some we have to try and match the other ones so that we can have other lines, but the products that are our flagship products, those no one has. We also were a successful company, even when I started. Now we have been in business for 25 years. When I started, it was 15. I already knew that a company that was in 26 countries and a company that had all their buildings paid, that had solid recognition and a seamless plan in every single country. I said, that's great. I'm in Canada, and even though I'm not one of the 26, there's presence, and we call them emerging countries like Africa. But even with emerging countries, the plan was seamless. So I earned the same thing that people in America earn. The only thing is they pay me different, because they pay me monthly instead of daily. And I might not get all the products depending if they authorize them in my country or not. But the flagship products, everybody gets. And the service is equal to none. You could, like I said, even if you don't know how to read or write, you can do this business. And the satisfaction part is we guarantee that our products do what they say they do. And if not, you can return them, but they actually do what they say they do. And so it's so great. And not only that, everything that we say, it's actually can be proven. Now, the other thing I like about network marketing, and specifically about For Life, was recognition. And so I want to tell you about words of affirmation. Words of affirmation are so important in a human life. And so I want you to go back when you were in kindergarten. And in kindergarten, you used to get like a little star. I don't know if the guys do that in Africa, but in North America, they give us like a gold star and they put it in your paper that you did great. Or my child, he's 10 and he comes back and the teacher said, I loved your work, and she wrote it, right? So he comes home and he says, Mom, look at what the teacher wrote. And he comes and he's so excited. And so he's looking for that recognition, but he's also looking for my recognition. And I say, baby, what a great job. I know how much effort you put into that poster. And he just smiles. And I want you to look at that. And this is what we love when we're older. And in For Life, you find it all. Dave and Gavi make such a good job in empowering us, and the leaders that you have with you, Jesse and Dr. Gina and Charles and Gana, always empowering their lines, always empowering with every word they give. And gifts and prizes. Oh my goodness, I've seen Jesse give all those gifts and prizes when they post them. And you guys are a riot, right? Because when you guys give something, it's like a party. And so I love it. I saw Dr. Gina also handing out some prizes. Who doesn't love it? So that's team. But let's talk about For Life. When they give us a gift or a prize, wow, you know, even just a gift can be even a buy one, get one free. Isn't it great? This like marketing gifts that they are giving out where you buy something and you get something for free. Even our loyalty is already a gift because we get free when we get over 125 points. So we get a lot of free stuff. Now, one of the things I loved and that actually was very good for me was the trainings. I get Zoom trainings in English, Portuguese, Spanish, and many other languages in many of the For Life rooms that are open the whole day. When I say the whole day, is because in Ghana and in Africa it's evening, and it's daytime here in North America. And every mentorship is top notch. So who doesn't love recognition? I'm sure everybody does. Now, the next thing I loved about it was that I could earn money from anywhere in the world. How not to love that I can grab my phone and just follow the system. The model is simple and it's teachable. So all you do is talk to people about what you love, and everything is ready. They have created a website, they have created an app, they have created the flyers. Like, really, I tell you, if you're not using that new app, you're missing out. It is such a good app. And I don't know if you're ready, got the training. And if not, maybe next week, what we can do is training on the new For Life Connect. Tell me in the chat if you would like that training next week. And For Life does the difficult part, and all I need to do is share. They pay for the shipping. They have a shipping company. They pay for the accounting. They have the accountants to do everything we need. They do the research for the products. They know what people want out there. All I have to do is share. And one of the things I wanted, like I said, in my life before I left my ex-husband and my job, I was completely unhealthy. I looked healthy because I was working out, but inside it was terrible. And it actually developed into something that was very painful. After I left the marriage and I left the job, I had 2 episodes of a very painful disease that hurts everywhere. And that's because the high levels of stress, when they drop, they do like a very bad thing to your immune system. And so my doctor, he wants to call it fibromyalgia. I just want to call it, I don't want to call it anything. I said, in the name of Jesus, I have nothing. And he wanted to put me on very strong medicine. And I said, I don't want to do that. I want natural products, take care of myself. And that's what I did. I promised my child, I'm not a young mom. I had my child at 39. And I said to him, I'm going to live to be 100. So I know now that thanks to For Life, all I need is one product, and it's Transfer Factor Plus. Now, the fact that we have many other products, it's amazing. We have over 120. We have 7 lines of products, but all I need is one, Transfer Factor Plus. Transfer Factor Plus sells in over 120 countries. I can have a business sharing something I love in 120 countries. How cool is that? But we have obviously the skincare line, which I know Jessie and her team do so well explaining Aqua. And I love fitness. I love looking good and teaching people how to lose weight. So I do a lot of the Transform line. So that's for you to choose. Now, social media. Social media, I love. And I already share everything. So the first picture you see is the picture of my family. I already share things about my family. And so people will attract to this. This is what For Life gives me. It gives me time with my family. It gives me a healthy lifestyle. I share that I travel a lot inside my country and out. I share that I have a lot of fun with my family, and I never miss a moment of my kid. If my kid wants me to be in a special moment of his life, a concert, a game, I can be there because I don't have a boss. And so that brings me to my second one, which is I build my blueprint. I set my own goals. I make my own calendar. I adjust. I wrote that word wrong. I'm sorry. I accelerate or I slow down. Sometimes I get very busy. I have my mother and I have my child. And so I have to unwind my business. Well, then my check may not come that big that month. But if I want to accelerate, I talk to a lot of people, then my check is going to become bigger that month. I handle my own checks. Nobody decides that for me. I decide how much that check is going to have in zeros. Is it $10 or $100 or $1,000? I decide. And I use social media anyway for everything. And I think, what country do I want to visit? I know I want to visit Spain because my little daughter is in Spain. And so what happens is I can focus on working that country so that every time I do something, I have friends, I have connections, and I have leaders like my leader that is here today. Gabby is a good example. I went in October. I already had Gabby Canaves in my team, and I said, well, I'm going to go visit my leader. And so I went to Palma de Mallorca, and we traveled together all over Palma because I have a leader in Spain. So it's such a good business. And then I use social media just to make new friends. And like Dave Daughtry always says, make friends and meet their friends. Make friends and meet their friends. Now, the next thing I love for life is my mentors. My mentors have actually become my friends. My mentors, obviously, Dave and Gabby Daughtry, who are the head of this team. They're not even just my mentors and teachers. They are my friends. Dave and Gabby, they are caring people. They want to know what's going on in my life with Mateo. I was also trained by Kevin Moore, which I know many of you know Kevin. And I put Kawinder's picture because she's my downline, but I always learn from my downlines. Dr. Regina, wow, how much I've learned from him. And many of you also know Mike and Judy, who, they're in Texas. And so we just get to know so many people. We really do. It's such a beautiful business, and all the Spanish team. How do we make the money? And so this is the really fun part about this business. How not to be happy sharing something that I love so much. Remember, I told you I like fitness. This is what I want to show to people. I want to attract people that want to live a healthy and vivacious life. My husband and I, we both are 50 this year. Our child is 10, our daughter is 12. And we want to show people that even though we're 50, we don't look like we're 50. We don't act like we're 50. We want to be out there in skates, and we want to be out there in like bike and anything that our kids want to do. But it requires health. And so these are I chose some of my favorite products. I made this flyer and I said, listen, these are the ones I use every day. I use protein powder every day. I use protein NutriStart in my child's breakfast every day. I use aqua every single day, probably the whole set. I cleanse, I do day cream, night cream. We use the toothpaste every single day. It's so good. Energy drink, I have probably 2. Fat burner, I'm not using it right now because I'm but I like it very much and I recommend it. Collagen, we all use every day because that's the glue of the skin. So why did I choose these products? Because with For Life, I can just earn in so many ways. And so the first one is I already save. So once I order all the products that I already love, how not to love this business? I make money by saving on my own order. So even if I'm not sharing with anybody, I'm already saving. But the next one is the instant discount. So I have retail profit, instant discount. Sorry, instant discount was the first one, which is I'm making a discount on the products that I'm already making. 2 discounts, wholesale against retail, and then instant discount after my first 100 points. So that's already 2 discounts I'm making. But I'm also making retail profit if I'm talking to people about for life. If people decide they want to open their new account themselves, then I'm making rapid rewards. And rapid rewards, it's actually a very high commission in this company. But the part I love the best is my shop, because I told you, I love social media. So if I can share something and I can squeeze in where people say, why do you always have so much energy? Oh my gosh, let me tell you about the energy drink. Or wow, how did you lose all that weight? Oh, you know what? I take protein every day because I love sweets and I gotta stop the craving. And so it helps me share. But the other thing is the builder bonus. So let's talk about builder bonus. Why I love the builder bonus is because when I was in my job, my 9 to 5 job, my, manager job, I used to be able to get commissions. It was a quarterly commission, or it was a commission based on sales if we had a better, month that month or something. But the things I had to do, I had to step over other people's head. I had to be secretive about what I did. We used to huddle in a team and say, we're going to do this, but don't let anybody find out because we're going for the bonus. And so the bonus was only for, a certain number of selected people. Or if it wasn't for selected people, if you're in a job, you can understand what I'm talking about. It's almost like you have to sweat blood and tears to get that bonus. And then sometimes it's just like a Christmas bonus, right? And now after the pandemic, I don't even know if people are making bonuses anymore because there's so many companies that went bankrupt. I was trying to rent a car today for my husband because he's traveling and the airport's far from where I live now. And I said, why don't you try and get a car? The biggest rental car company in North America did not have enough cars. I think they almost went down. Like I said, that's incredible that I can't rent a car one way. So with For Life and the way that the builder bonus works, I thought these people are genius. All I have to do is find 3 people that love the products as much as I do. Perfect. That's like, easy. Now, where it becomes a little more, challenging is that we find the 3 that find 3. That's where we all get like a little bit discouraged because, but do not get discouraged because you know what? We have the best products out there. And for people to take care of their health, you need to find those that it's their priority. They are out there. Look at me. I'm one of them. Look at Jessie. She's one of them. Look at Beatrice or Charles. So you know that your health is important and you know that you want to invest 100 points in your family because there's so many things that you could use in your family that are necessary. Some people say it's expensive to have this business going every month. It's not expensive. What is the price that you're willing to pay for your health? Now, here's the beauty of it. When you find those 3 that think different and those 3 find 3 that find 3 that find 3, you have made your builder bonus of 800 and you earn 800 every single month. Now, let's say, that you're not building. Now, sorry, I'm just going to give you the example here. And so you have your builder bonus with your team members. We call it 3927 plus your commissions, which I'm going to talk about. That's 1,166 for the team set up this way. This is what our goal, everybody's goal should be, 3927. If we're able to make 3927, we'll be making $1,000 every month. And I'm going to tell you, even in Canada, first world country, $1,000 is a lot of money. I can pay a lot of nice things with $1,000. So now let's talk about, these are like some of the things, but what is the big steak and fries here? What is the big thing about network marketing? That you build a net, that you build a web. Why I put this slide is because this one looks like a pyramid and then people tend to think, oh, that looks like a pyramid. No, network is you have a lot of people everywhere in the world, everywhere. You just talk, you talk on social media, you use your Facebook, your Instagram, your TikTok, your WhatsApp, you use whatever you want and you talk to people about what you have. And you build it. You see that web where it says you? Well, if you're in Africa, you put your spot in Africa and do the same thing, which is like a web. And look at that. For Life pays commissions. Aside from what one I already explained to you. The other ones were bonuses. Commissions is your bread and butter. Commissions is what you're going to earn every single month from believing and trusting that you have partnered with the best company in the world. And when you believe it and you're investing in your family, and just to give you an example, let's say 150 points, the company starts paying you commission on a monthly basis. Sometimes you get paid once a month, sometimes you get paid daily, like in the States. Now, how much do you earn? Let's say you have a team of 200 people. You have 6 that pound 6, that pound 6. And this is just an example. But let's say that you have a 6, 36, 216. It multiplies, same thing. And each person in this team is using 3 of our best-selling product, which is the Transfer Factor Plus. Just to give you an example, that's a monthly total of $3,000. So we're talking 3,000 plus around 1,000 from the previous bonus. That's 4,000 US. 4,000 US dollars. Let's talk a little bit about the other things I chose this company. One of them was that, and I like to put this slide because some people are like me, they like pictures, and some people like numbers. So if you are a numbers person, you can probably see it clear here. And one of the things I chose this company for was because it was an infinity earning company. And I was already into network marketing. So for those of you that have been in network marketing and see and start comparing, you're like, I earn from every single person in my team. Yes, you earn from every single person in your team. Now let's look at the tiers. So how much money could you make? I said 2,000, 3,000, 4,000. Well, let's look at our 2021 income statement, which is law in North America. So if you go to the US income statement at the bottom, you can find this one. This one is 2021. I just want to show you the builder tier, which is an average commission of 1,212. Let's just look at the average commission per year. A diamond, an average is proven that an average diamond in for life makes $6,000 a year. And $6,000 is $500 a month, American. If you're able to hit diamond, you're never going to leave this company. Your target should always be become a diamond and build a diamond, become a diamond and build a diamond. Because once you get to presidential, your average is 30,228. Does that mean that everybody makes 30,000? No, that means that you could make anywhere from 100 to 2,000. That, remember when I said sometimes you slow down, sometimes you go faster? That's your decision. You know, I go a little slow because I have a small kid and I'm newly married. But if I want to go faster, I need to pay some bills. I tell my kid, listen, this month I'm going to be a little bit off. I'm going to be like really focused on my business, and I accelerate. This is it's your business. Bronze makes 94,764. That's in Canada. That's an executive salary. That's an executive salary. You can have a lot of nice things with a bronze check. A gold makes almost $500,000, and a platinum makes almost $2 million. So who's in? Because you see, this business is not made for everybody. Only 1% decides that they want to go for bronze or gold or platinum. And we know Dr. Regina and Jesse are way underway there, but who else is in? Diamonds. I know we can do it. Let's get to convention with our presidential. Builders, let's move to diamond. Find more people like you. What I loved about the tiers, and I want you all to focus on the last one where it says Platinum Elite. The reason I chose this company is because always all you have to do is 100 points. So even our great mentor Dave, all he has to order is 2 bottles of Transfer Factor Plus. In other companies, as you grow, they make you order a lot of inventory, and then people have garages that are full of inventory. In this company, all you need are 100 points, 2 bottles of TF to be one of the $2 million earners that are here. Now, the other thing that I loved about this company is that all you needed was 12 people. 12 people. like the disciples. I'm sorry to make that connection, but it's just that for me, it's like you only need 12 people that believe in you, that understand this marketing business, that understand how powerful it is, the power of multiplication. All you need is 12. Do you understand how big that is? You start with 3, and then you go to 6, and then you go to 8, and then you go to 10. But all you need is 12. That's it. And you need 20,000 points. By then, you know what? Those 12 are the ones that are helping you move everything, because you have 3 gold elite. That means 3 of your best and closest friends, brothers, sisters. This is your tribe. These 3 have worked with you, have cried with you, have suffered with you, have laughed with you, have gone on team meetings with you, have maybe quit and come back. It doesn't matter, but they're there and they're with you. Don't you think it's pretty amazing that you have a potential to make $2 million when you find 3 people that are exactly like you and 12 that are willing to follow? It's amazing. And like I said, another of the things, and that was for me, like that I can make money on every single person. There's no broken legs, and there's no binary system. There's no like you make only from one leg. No, I make from everybody. And this is why I love training everybody. People say, but you're in Canada, and you know, you have one person from your team in the meeting, which is my gentleman from Spain. But then I have all these friends from Kenya and Ghana. Well, when I get to a certain level, I'm going to get an infinity payout, and I'm going to get a bonus where I get payout from everybody in the company. Those are called, oops, I missed that slide. I think it's in the back. I missed something I was going to explain to you, but now I'm going to jump into I love traveling. Sorry, something happened to my slide, and I'm going to have to come back in a minute to what I was talking. But let's make it a little fun now, and let's talk about traveling. I love traveling. I love traveling in my country, in my city, in the world, you tell me. But I used to travel a lot with my other company. So what was the difference? I just posted on Facebook because yesterday was my 7-year memory of when I quit my job. Because I was in a trip to the Caribbean with my previous company, which was a company that gave me a lot of trips. But those trips were focused towards getting the company to earn more. When you're with For Life, the trips are focused on you earning more. You see the difference? So if you're in a job and your company gives you trips, the company is more focused on how they can boost their sales. In this company, when you earn a trip, is they're boosting how you can grow your sales so you can get a bigger check. So of course, the company is focused on getting a lot of people into the trips. I love trips. I always make new friends. Like I said before, I visited my leader, and I can stay in people's houses. I tell my husband, I can go almost anywhere in the world, and I know I will have somebody that will invite me to stay in their house. I like to travel for free. And I also want to travel with my son, and I want to travel with my husband. And hey, why not my sister? And in this company, the trip is for 2 when you earn a trip. But not only the ones you earn, when you travel, because you're traveling for business, you're making the money because you're training your team. You can travel many times a year because at the end, you should be, well, a little bit like me, which I don't have a boss. So if I wanted to take a plane in 1 week, I'm not going to say tomorrow because I got to organize my child. But let's say that I wanted to take a trip and I go like, Jesse, you know what? I'm going to go to Kenya on Monday. Honey, can you help me? Well, can I stay with you, or can you organize me and do like a place where I can stay? I can pick up my bag and go. I don't have to ask anybody, or I can pick up my kid and go. He'll miss a week of school. It doesn't matter. I'm a free mom. You know, that's what I love. It gives me freedom. The picture in the middle is when I went to China with Mateo, and Mateo, we were in the Great Wall, and after we came back from the trip, it was like a 21-day trip with my child. He said, Mommy, when are we going to be coming back to China? You know, he thinks it's just like around the corner. So what are the next trips? And I don't know, I'm sure that you know, this is an international meeting, so I know that in Africa, maybe you guys have like more of a local trip, like the team building trip that you did. But the trips that For Life headquarters or head office has are one that will start tomorrow to Disney World, and the next one on June to Puerto Vallarta, Mexico, and the Gold Getaway to Los Cabos. Normally they go to like other trips like Africa and you know, Berlin, just many trips, but with COVID things have changed a little bit. Now, here's the other thing. You have 5 trips that you could earn. When you become a presidential, you earn. When you become a bronze, you earn. When you become a bronze elite, you earn. When you become a silver and a silver elite. So you get 5 free trips. I love to travel. So I want you to ask yourself something that Dave always says. How do you declare yourself? Because it is time. Declare yourself. Decide if you want to do this business part-time or full-time. Also, if you don't want to do it as a business, are you a customer? Are you a customer that talks to people about the product? Are you an affiliate that already has a member? Are you a builder and you're building so that you can do all the great things that I just showed you? This is my last slide, and I just want to tell you that I love my life. I wanted to post a whole bunch of pictures to show you that my goal was to create moments for my child and teach other moms and other women that they could be present in their child's life. I'm now newly married, so obviously I added another picture with my husband because I also want to be present as a wife and as a partner, like I said, as a daughter. So that, have I met my goal? Of course I have. Do I still have big dreams? Of course I do. I still want to make more trips and more income. So it is okay to want those things, but you have to declare yourself and say, I want these things for me, and I want these things for me today. So with that, I'm closing this PowerPoint and asking you, are you ready to declare yourself? Thank you for listening. Jesse, thank you for helping me out with co-hosting. Any questions? What stays with you? I'm inviting everybody, anybody that wants to open their mic and say, what did you get today from my presentation? Was I able to inspire you? Are you excited? What is your favorite thing about For Life? Why is the model so great for you? What do you think? Who wants to go first? Don't be shy. And we are on Facebook. So anybody? Don't be so shy. If you're so shy, why are you so shy with me? Let's stop the Facebook stream. Maybe it's the Facebook. Thank you, everybody on Facebook.